The most shocking thing about this trade is a couple things. Number one, you never trade stars for stars. I'm trying to remember, I've been in the NBA for 40 years. Normally when you trade a star, you get a bunch of junk back. This is the first time I can remember where you got two all NBA players traded for each other. You guys got a great staff there behind the scenes. I don't remember the last time we traded probably never will you trade an all NBA player for an all NBA player.
Luka Doncic has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, and let's be real, this isn't the Cinderella story fans are hoping for.
If you'd lost all your faith, I couldn't be here. And here I am.
The Mavericks didn't just give up on their franchise player, they exposed the cracks in Luka's game that no one wants to talk about. Conditioning issues, a locker room tension, and a bloated supermax contract looming over Dallas's future. It all came to a head, and now Luka's teaming up with LeBron James in a desperate bid to salvage his career. But will it work? Or is this just another chapter in the NBA's never-ending saga of superstar drama? Stick around, because this story is messier than you think. Let's get into the gritty details of this so-called blockbuster trade. Luka Doncic, once hailed as the future of the NBA, is heading to Los Angeles to play second fiddle to LeBron James. In return, the Mavericks get Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick, a package that screams, "We're done with Luka's antics." The Utah Jazz got in on the action too, picking up Jalen Hood-Schifino and a couple of second-rounders from the Clippers and Mavericks. But don't let the headlines fool you. This trade is about more than just roster moves. This didn't come out of nowhere. The Mavericks were fed up. Luka's conditioning had become a joke around the league, his weight ballooning into the high 260s during the season. Add in a string of injuries, calf strains, ankle tweaks, and it's no wonder Dallas was hesitant about locking him into a $345 million supermax contract. Mavericks GM Nico Harrison didn't mince words. Defense wins championships.
And the players that we're bringing in, we believe exemplify that. And, we think defense wins championships. And we're bringing in one of the best two-way players in the league.
Translation? Luka's lack of defensive effort was dragging the team down, and Anthony Davis's defensive dominance was the antidote they were looking for. Financially, Luka took a massive hit. The trade makes him ineligible for that supermax deal, costing him a whopping $345 million over 5 years. Sure, he can still sign a hefty contract with the Lakers, but the message is clear. He's not the untouchable superstar everyone thought he was. This move reshapes both teams' salary cap situations, but more importantly, it reshapes Luka's legacy. He went from being the face of the Mavericks to LeBron's sidekick in LA. That's a tough pill to swallow for a player, once compared to Larry Bird. And let's talk about chemistry. Luka and LeBron? Sounds great on paper, but we've seen superstar pairings fail before. Remember when Dwight Howard joined Kobe? Or when Russell Westbrook tried to fit in with LeBron? Superstars don't always mix, and Luka's ball-dominant style might clash with LeBron's leadership. Meanwhile, Anthony Davis reunites with Kyrie Irving in Dallas, a pairing that could either be electric or implode spectacularly. Davis has a win-now mentality, but his injury history is a ticking time bomb. Can he stay healthy long enough to justify this gamble? The reactions across the NBA were explosive. Social media went into meltdown mode. Tyrese Halliburton joked, "Shams got hacked," while Kevin O'Connor speculated, "Luka must have demanded a trade to the Lakers, right?"
My initial reaction was like, oh, Luka must have demanded a trade. He must have asked out to go directly to the Lakers, one of the two teams that has long been rumored as his potential destination if he were to ever leave Dallas. It was always Lakers and Heat.
But here's the kicker. Luka didn't even ask for the trade. The Mavericks wanted out of the Luka business. Brian Windhorst confirmed it, saying, "This was not done because Luka didn't want to be there. The Mavericks made this decision independently."
The focus in the league is the Dallas Mavericks' decision to trade Luka Doncic here. This is basically a rebuke of him. This is them saying that they don't think they can win with him.
That's a damning statement for a player who was supposed to be the franchise cornerstone. And the drama doesn't stop there. The upcoming matchups between the Lakers and Mavericks are going to be must-watch TV. Luka will face his old team on February 26th in Los Angeles, and the rematch in Dallas on April 10th is already being dubbed the Showdown. Expect fireworks, trash talk, and maybe even a scuffle or two. Fans are divided. Some think Luka will thrive in LA, while others believe he's just another superstar who couldn't handle the pressure of carrying a team. But here's where it gets really interesting. This trade isn't just about Luka or AD, it's about the NBA's obsession with quick fixes and superstar shuffling. The Mavericks traded away a 25-year-old MVP caliber player in his prime, and the Lakers mortgaged their future for a partnership that might not even last beyond LeBron's retirement. This is bigger than just one trade. It's a reflection of the league's short-sightedness and the endless cycle of superstar drama. As the dust settles, the NBA landscape looks very different. Luka Doncic is no longer the golden boy of Dallas. He's LeBron's sidekick in LA, trying to prove he can live up to the hype. Anthony Davis is tasked with leading the Mavericks to a championship, but his injury history looms large, and both teams are left wondering, did we make the right move? The upcoming season will answer a lot of questions. Can Luka and LeBron coexist? Or will egos clash and derail the Lakers' championship hopes? Will Anthony Davis stay healthy long enough to justify the Mavericks' gamble? Or will Dallas regret letting go of their franchise player? One thing's for sure, the NBA won't be the same after this. The shockwaves from this trade will ripple through the league for years to come. So what's your take? Did the Mavericks make a bold, necessary move? Or did they just commit one of the biggest blunders in NBA history? Can Luka Doncic redeem himself in LA? Or will he fade into the background as just another superstar who couldn't carry the weight? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this story is far from over. And here's a final twist. With the Lakers' cap space and the Mavericks' aggressive front office, don't be surprised if more blockbuster moves are on the horizon. The NBA is changing fast, and the ripple effects of this trade are just the beginning. Buckle up, because the drama is only getting started. What if I told you that Luka Doncic's trade to the Lakers wasn't just about basketball? What if this blockbuster deal is the tip of the iceberg in a much larger, hidden power struggle within the NBA? While everyone is focused on Luka teaming up with LeBron James, they're missing the real story. The Mavericks didn't just trade a player, they made a statement. And the Lakers? They might be playing a game far bigger than just chasing another ring. This isn't just about trades. It's about control, influence, and the future of the league itself. Stick around, because the rabbit hole goes deeper than you think. Let's start with the Mavericks. On the surface, it looks like they traded Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis to strengthen their defense and address Luka's conditioning issues. But what if there's more to it? What if the Mavericks were tired of Luka's growing influence off the court? Sources close to the team hinted that Luka was pushing for more control over team decisions, from roster moves to coaching strategies. Mavericks front office didn't just see a superstar, they saw a player trying to run the show, and they weren't having it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Why would the Lakers, a franchise known for protecting its legacy, take on a player with so many reported issues? Simple, because this isn't just about Luka's talent. LeBron James has been grooming his successor, and Luka fits the mold perfectly. But what if LeBron's plan isn't just to win another title? What if he's setting the stage for a post-retirement role as the NBA's ultimate power broker? Bringing Luka into the Lakers' fold could be LeBron's way of ensuring his influence extends beyond his playing days. And then there's the wild card, the NBA itself. This trade could signal a shift in how the league operates behind the scenes. With superstars like Luka moving unexpectedly, it raises questions about who's really pulling the strings. Is this Adam Silver quietly reshaping the league's power dynamics to create new rivalries and boost ratings? Or is there a deeper, more coordinated effort by team owners to control player movements and contract negotiations? But let's not forget the Mavericks side of things. Trading Luka Doncic wasn't just a basketball decision, it was a financial and cultural reset. Luka's looming $345 million supermax contract was a ticking time bomb for Dallas's salary cap. But what if the Mavericks saw something more troubling? Insiders suggest that Luka's relationship with teammates was strained, with reports of locker room friction and clashes over leadership roles. The Mavericks might have decided that no amount of talent was worth the internal drama. Now pivot to Anthony Davis. Everyone's talking about how he'll fit with Kyrie Irving and the Mavericks system. But here's the twist. What if Davis isn't in Dallas for the long haul? Rumors are swirling that Davis is already eyeing his next move, potentially leveraging his time in Dallas to position himself for another blockbuster deal. Could the Mavericks have been played into facilitating Davis's next big contract? And what does that mean for Kyrie, who's no stranger to being left in the lurch by high-profile teammates? And let's stir the pot a little more. What if Luka's trade was influenced by off-court issues that no one's willing to talk about? Whispers around the league suggest that Luka's partying lifestyle and rumored tensions with coaching staff created a toxic environment in Dallas. Some speculate that the Mavericks saw this as an opportunity to clean house and rebuild their culture from the ground up. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, this trade could be setting the stage for a new era of Lakers dominance or a spectacular failure. Luka Doncic and LeBron James on the same team sounds like a dream, but what if it's a nightmare waiting to happen? Luka's need for the ball and LeBron's leadership style might clash, creating more friction than chemistry. And with LeBron nearing the end of his career, the pressure is on Luka to deliver. But can he handle the bright lights of LA without crumbling under the expectations? As the dust settles on this blockbuster trade, it's clear that the NBA isn't just about what happens on the court anymore. Luka Doncic's move to the Lakers and Anthony Davis's shift to the Mavericks are just pieces in a much larger puzzle of power, influence, and hidden agendas. The real question isn't who won the trade. It's who's playing the game behind the scenes. So what do you think? Is Luka Doncic the Lakers' next great hope? Or just another pawn in a bigger game? Are the Mavericks setting themselves up for future success? Or did they just get hustled? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story is far from over. And here's the final twist. With the NBA's power dynamics shifting, don't be surprised if more shocking moves are on the horizon. The league is changing, and the ripple effects of this trade are just the beginning. Stay tuned because the NBA's drama is only getting started.